What does it actually mean to trust a machine? Not just believe it can work, but actually let it work without you there to fix it when something goes wrong. The Core One Plus has been running for 3 hours now. I've been awake for 2 of them. I print overnight all the time. Production runs, large parts, multi-day jobs. You set it up before bed and hope it's done in the morning. It's routine at this point. But there's always that moment when you first wake up, before you even check your phone, where you wonder, did it finish? Or am I about to walk into a failed print paused at hour 3? The machine doesn't care either way. It just works, or it doesn't. The chamber holds around 55 degrees all night whether I'm watching or not. Do I check the app? See if it's still printing? I can't even check the camera feed. Prusa doesn't include one with the Core One Plus. The Buddy Cam is sold separately for extra money. Prusa calls it optional, but I'd call it an oversight. So, do I check the app for basic status? Or do I just accept that I'm flying blind without paying extra? I don't. Not yet, anyway. Prusa designed this whole machine around something they call the Nextruder. It's their direct drive extruder with a built-in load cell system. Before every single print, it physically measures the bed height, compensates for any imperfections automatically. No manual tramming. No saved mesh that might drift over time. It just knows where 0 is, every time. And that's really the foundation of trust with any printer, getting that first layer right. Everything else builds on that. If the first layer fails, nothing else matters. It's a real sign of trust, or ignorance, to walk away without even watching the first layer go down. The motion system is Core XY, which means the bed stays completely stationary while the tool head does all the moving. Less mass flying around, less inertia to deal with. You can see it in the way the print head moves. It's precise, deliberate, proving it knows exactly where it's going at all times. Tonight's print is ASA, engineering grade material. UV stable, outdoor rated. It needs constant heat and no temperature swings. The chamber doesn't just enclose it, it actively manages the thermal environment. And because ASA releases styrene fumes, that window stays cracked overnight. The air purifier runs, because ventilation isn't optional. And then there's the top vent. With the Plus upgrade, it now automatically opens for low temperature materials like PLA, and closes for high temperature stuff like this ASA. One less thing to remember, one less setting to go wrong. That's around the time I woke up. Jolted awake by anxiety, I guess. But once you're awake at midnight, your brain starts going through the list of everything that could be failing while you're not there. It's killing me that I'm not watching the print right now. I can't adjust anything if something goes wrong. But that's the whole point of this, right? Either the machine handles problems on its own, or it doesn't. I keep imagining that corner in my office, the only other part of the house that's awake right now. The build volume on this printer is 250 by 220 by 270 millimeters. Objectively, that's small by today's standards. For tonight's print, it's plenty. But I'm already thinking about the projects that won't fit. The helmet I can't print in one piece. The power tool organizer that needs to be split into sections. That's not theoretical, that's a real limitation that affects real projects. It's 3:30 a.m. now. I keep thinking about why I'm even testing this thing. The specs don't seem to justify the price, but Prusa's community does something different. They've been printing on i3 Mark IIIs since 2017. They're still running them, upgrading instead of replacing. The Core One Plus is just the next chapter. Not a replacement for everything that came before, but a continuation of the same idea. That's why people swear by them. They're not chasing specs. They're building relationships with machines that evolve with them. It's almost 4:15 now. I'm thinking about all the things that pause prints at this hour when you're asleep. AI detection false positives, filament tangles, power fluctuations, bed adhesion failures that don't show up until hour 5. The Core One Plus has sensors for most of that. Filament sensors detect tangles or runout. There's even power loss recovery built in. If the electricity drops, it can resume from where it stopped. Whether all of that is actually enough, I'll find out when the sun comes up. After all, most of that's standard on the market now. How good a printer is can be determined by how frequently it actually needs those safeguards. It's 4:30. We're long past that insomnia-driven feeling where I think it's been an hour, but really here we are just 30 minutes later. I'm starting to second guess whether I should have tested this thing with such a tricky material. They amplify every risk. One draft, one temperature swing, and 6 hours of work warps into garbage. It's not the safe choice, but it'll absolutely prove trust. I must have finally drifted off at some point. Exhausted. The kind of sleep you don't even remember falling into. Six and a half hours. It should have finished around 4 a.m., maybe a couple hours ago. The print's either done, or it's not. Either I'm walking into a successful part, or I'm about to start troubleshooting first thing in the morning. It finished. No pauses, no error messages waiting on the screen. 6.5 hours unattended through the rain and the night, and it just worked. It's a dry box. Something for the Core One Plus itself. It keeps filament moisture free, because drier filament means better prints, more consistent results, and fewer failures. The machine just made itself more reliable. The redesigned spool holder on the Core One Plus is modular, a bayonet style, and it sits right in this handy pocket built to accept different attachments like this dry box. Eventually, the Index multi-material system and its 8 tool heads will also take advantage of the modular design. The surface quality on this print is excellent. Clean layers, minimal artifacts. The Core One Plus firmware improvements are showing here. Visual artifacts are nearly eliminated. This is what refined engineering looks like. But let's be clear about what you're paying for. The Core One Plus is sitting at about $13.99 for a single nozzle, single color system. That's expensive. If you want multi-material, the MMU3 is extra. If you want the Index system when it ships, that's extra too. So, what are you actually buying? You're buying the ability to change your mind later, to upgrade instead of replace, to print the parts that improve the machine on the machine itself. The firmware is open source. You can modify it. The entire construction is modular. Nothing's welded shut or designed to be disposable. That's the value proposition. This machine can evolve with you instead of becoming obsolete. Whether that's worth the premium depends entirely on whether you actually use that configurability, or just wish you had a camera and more build volume for less money. The Core One Plus doesn't ask you to hope nothing goes wrong. It's built to solve problems without you there. That's the difference between optimism and engineering. Tonight, it'll be a different part. Can I set it up, walk away, and actually let it work without checking every hour? That answer is getting easier each time. Not because the machine's proving anything new. It was always capable of this. It's because I'm slowly learning that reliability isn't something you test once and confirm. It's something you build a relationship with over time, print after print, night after night. The Core One Plus will run all night, whether I trust it or not. The work is in learning to let it. Thanks for watching.